Combat Assault Rifle was added on October 15th, 2021, getting outvoted against the Combat SMG. So today we're going to be looking over the stats of the Combat Assault Rifle, the best way to use it, the similarities and differences between all of the rarities, and we're also going to talk about some cool trivia about this weapon. So the first thing to know about the Combat Assault Rifle is that it's actually modeled after the FAL. Another cool thing about the Combat Assault Rifle here in Fortnite is Epic Games actually codenames it the Branch AR for whatever reason. So before we can get into how we use this gun properly, we have to understand what it is best at and how it functions. So the Combat Assault Rifle actually behaves a lot like an SMG would, with the quick fire rate and a high recoil, but it actually has a really tight bullet spread, making it very easy to hit your shots close range. And if you're able to burst the weapon, you can actually reach out quite a distance with this gun. Before going over all the differences between the rarities of the Combat Assault Rifle, let's first go through all the similarities. Things that will not change no matter the rarity of this gun is going to be your fire rate at 9, going to be the magazine size at 35, and also the headshot multiplier at 1.5. Your damage drop off will also remain the same no matter the rarity, and this should go without saying, but it will take medium bullets considering that it is an assault rifle. But from there, the rarity will determine other different factors from each other. So starting off with the common version of the Combat Assault Rifle, we're going to be looking at a damage per second of 171, which equates to 19 damage to the body, and an overall reload time of 3.4 seconds. Now, the headshot multiplier, although is 1.5 for all the rarities, the amount of headshot damage that it will do will differ, which will mean when we take the 1.5 times the 19 body damage that this gun can do, we'll be looking at a grand total damage to the head at 28.5. Going into the uncommon version of this gun, we're going to be looking at a damage per second of 180, up from the previous 171, a damage to the body of 20, which, if you want to know, the headshot multiplier will come out to 30 even, and then the reload time will go slightly down to 3.3, something you're probably not going to notice much going from the common to the uncommon version. Going into the rare version, we're going to see a slight increase again, but overall not too noticeable across the board. We're going to be looking at a damage per second of 189, a damage to the body of 21, which equates to the headshot multiplier, bringing it up to 31.5 to the head, and a reload time of 3.1 seconds. This is where we're going to see a big jump from the rare to the epic version of the Combat Assault Rifle. We're going to be looking at a damage per second of 198, a damage to the body per shot of 22, which will equate to the headshot multiplier, bringing it out to an even 33, and a reload time that will actually go below the 3-second mark, being exactly 2.9 seconds. Going from the epic to the legendary version of the Combat Assault Rifle, we're going to see another big increase of a damage per second at 207 and a damage to the body of 23. The headshot multiplier of 1.5 times will make the headshot damage up to 34.5 and a reload time of 2.8 seconds. This Combat Assault Rifle will have hit scan and will have first shot accuracy. So if you don't know what that means, hit scan means by the time you pull the trigger, the bullet will have no travel time and immediately hit the target. And first shot accuracy means that you basically have a really great chance of hitting that first bullet on your target. Going over the damage fall off, after 50 meters is when you're going to see your target take less damage with the Combat Assault Rifle. What will happen is the damage will decrease down to 90% of its maximum at 75 meters, which will mean that whatever version of this gun you have, you will have to take the base body damage, and it will only do the 90% of that instead of the full 100% between the 50 and 75 meter mark. The damage will reach its minimum value, though, at 92.5 meters. The gun will then do only 86% of its base body damage. So it's really good to know know this because it can reach out a long distance before actually seeing that damage drop off, which makes it a really good gun at that medium, if not slightly long range, if you know how to handle the recoil. With the reload time being so long on the combat assault rifle, you have to be very careful using this gun up close. If you have multiple enemies around you, you could put yourself in a really bad situation and not have time to reload like you would with an SMG. This gun is a very versatile gun. You can use it in any scenario. It's actually a really good gun to have in your inventory, so that way you can go for medium and short range. The downside of it, you will have to pair it with another gun, depending on how you want to play. If you're playing for a more long-range gunfights, you will want to pick up some type of sniper to pair along with it, such as the DMR or even the heavy sniper. By doing this, you can reach out in those super long-distance gunfights, and from anything in between, you can actually hit them with the combat assault rifle. If you're going close range, this is a great secondary to use, coupled with a fast shooting shotgun such as the full auto shotgun. By doing this, you can make sure that you get the first initial shots with the auto shotgun, flip to the combat assault rifle and finish a down enemy, or start with the combat assault rifle and finish them with the shotgun. This gun competes very, very well in short range combat, and I personally would recommend it over the SMG. This combat assault rifle is actually arguably one of the hardest full auto guns to learn in the game. If you can master it though, it can be very lethal in your hands. Are you one of those players or not? Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.